Hi there, my name is Nick Wilson, and my Capstone project is dealing with ADHD/ADD. My Capstone project, my idea is helping find solutions for college students that struggle with ADHD. I've had ADHD basically my entire life. I've dealt with it since grade school. I want to do for this project is I want to create a resource or a website in order to give students with ADHD the opportunity to have a way to figure out how to cope with it, like give them history on it, give them resources, things they can do, and like that kind of thing. My how might I question is either we can find a number of solutions that are effective, or students will struggle with ADHD and it may get worse over time. Moving on, about the project. Alright, so the reason why this is necessary is it gives students resources to fall back on, and it gives them the ability to not struggle in school like I have. Since I've had ADHD, I have struggled in school, and high school didn't really prepare me. So in making a resource like a website that talks about the history and all that, it could give them that resources to have coping mechanisms. What will benefit this project is it will have, I can learn more about it, and I can share my experiences as I've gone through college in my final semester and what I've done to help cope with it. The problem that will be solved by my project is I can give a bigger, bring a light to the situation of ADHD and ADD in students in school. I can express, like I've said, how to cope with this and what can be learned about it. Like, I don't know how many students know what it really is or why it happens and that whole thing. How do these problems affect your community or workplace at the moment? At least for me, having ADHD has affected both my work and school, making it really hard to focus, therefore not being able to do assignments or do work or dozing off or whatever the case is. It tends to be a little more effective, or I've had to deal with it for quite a while. All right. How I will complete the project. So how I will complete the project is, first of all, the things I need to know or have learned. I still need to find out more history about the topic and other ways to cope, except from what I have. I have found some resources, and I've found groups, like I found a Facebook group, and I found a couple other websites that have talked about, like, if you have it, here's some experiences I've had. It would be the either or solutions. I feel like the ones that would be helpful and would improve the situation are kind of what I'm trying to do. Building a website that would be easy to find for students that have ADHD, and they can use this resource to get things done and figure out how to deal with ADHD. What I need to create, I do need to do surveys, and I do need to have a couple of interviews. I feel like I can go to my past Facebook groups with BSU students and ask them if any of them have had symptoms, or not symptoms necessarily, but have had ADHD and what they've done. And then I can find an interview with someone in the EAC, because I've had their help quite a bit, and see what they say about some experiences with the same kind of thing. The stakeholders I have are the students, the teachers, and the universities. The timeline is this. Just kind of goes over what I'm planning on doing. Then the outcome of the project. I hope this gives a resource to learn about and cope with ADHD for the people who struggle with it, with like me, and I hope that it really gives them a benefit in order to like help them through school. Like the EAC has given me a pretty good way to get extended time on tests and stuff like that. But I hope this whole project will give incoming students a way that if they're fidgety or whatever in class, they can use this one thing. Like I have a couple of these fidget cubes or types of putties that you can use in class to hold in your hand and still kind of focus, or have maybe a medicine or some other treatments that help. My post-graduation goal for this project is kind of the same thing. It's letting students with ADHD and ADD know what it's like to have it, and you can use it. You can make school easier, and they won't struggle as much. Like I know I've struggled with studying and that kind of thing, but I've used other medicines such as Adderall that have helped me actually focus and able to study. And then here are all my resources. Okay, thank you.